Jamming more students in the same size pipeline. Yeah. Try to find a way to make it work. Yeah. Classes or not?
I called the school and asked them, I'm like, done their first year of apprenticeship and not, not be apparently it's like literally it's just they had to get through the bureaucratic process and there's so many
Yeah, I mean,
it's like state audit,
jump in front of
yeah.
I don't know if it's legal requirements.
Yeah.
I don't know how secondary education process is supposed to do admission or anything. If someone's qualified. Yeah. Now we read it, but it's like, okay, do you want to? Okay, number 3 years old. It's just and that's not even going right now. I don't deal with it.
This is my dad.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Nice to meet you. Lars.
No big deal.
That's not dying.
All shapes and sizes.
Absolutely not. I kind of want to show you guys if you guys have any like I was telling you, the basic self-defense, is knowing how to break down somebody.
Knowing how to actually fall.
Stand up. That's really fine. Trying to catch yourself in those situations can backfire. That type of stuff. So this, if you guys want to try this out, it'll get this guy can get you comfortable. Falling on the neck.
Yeah. What's up? We're closer to the ground.
They emphasize the thing that I always say.
You didn't even put your hand on it.
You don't want to be always that's the last thing you want to do. That's the perfect way to fall. That's what's wrong. So you don't feel your hip. What do I do? Whatever. I know it takes a little bit of confidence to land up. And I don't put my hand. You're gonna sit. You're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna fall back. You do not put your knees back. But that's great. It took me a while.
You gotta roll your back a little bit more because you go from here, here, to here. You just hit the back of your head. So when you fall, all the curve of your spine.
And look at your dick.
Yep, very much. Back your head in. Not here, because then you bust your wrist. You have to stop yourself.
Yeah, this is really, there's no really, there's no I'm just trying to kind of run
What are the things like this?
this is an open
This is just everyone comes, open match, everyone comes in and they just train. Train, practice.
normally when you do an open mat, when you come out here, you know what's going on. The thing you want to, you want me to I'll let you start off with that. You just kind of pick your pace and you slowly, if they roll, you make sure to tap it, slowly work it. But you guys don't really know this.
No.
The world's oldest game. Famous boxing. Yeah, everybody else is can't immediately start throwing.
Not yet.
Now, if you really want to get good, you really want to do this slowly.
So now,
About 320 pounds, I can imagine him.
Put my hand down on it.
Yeah, no, that's one of the biggest injuries you'll find, especially in the knee and stuff. If you're grabbing a knee wrong, catch it.
The other big one
I didn't feel it, but I could bet.
is normally somebody's still pressuring on you.
And it helped.
I like to go out.
I want to show them like basic down and ground positions.
You guys want to see what like an open match looks like? That's really what works like.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't have knees and stuff. I mean, we do have some in the back.
My old man was like one of those.
Yeah.
Essentially, even him, essentially, wholesale price plus the discount. So I mean, we can either, like Aaron said, you can either work, if you guys want to work maybe on a certain position, you can do that. Or if you guys want to, I don't know what
You're the foreman.
Basic for the very first time, there's something certain to do. We don't have any experience in helping also prevent.
I said, well, most of them are very basic things is really being able to get out. Like, I'm not going to is really important. Being able to get out of somebody else's competition. About the common way. Have you signed in, Will?
Yeah.
Did you do the QR code?
Yeah.
Do you mind also like signing in on that piece of paper I have? That's just use it ahead. Yeah, get off. Yeah, what do I do? It's just too much time to think. Do we need a video? Hey, dog. My weight class will do this too. Oh no! We're doing all lost my
I guess we're just roll, we're just kidding. This is kind of like the open match.
using brute strength and size. Oh no!
Oh, he's got it.
Yep.
More land than that. This guy's died.
That's happening. You get caught in submission, you know your stuff. Tap it, yell it, don't let yourself get hurt.
You just bust my cheeks.
That's the structure. You know, if you guys normally you curve with somebody go a couple minutes, exchange it. Well, I kind of want to figure out what if it is viable for us. And the part of it is for me. You know, I have a lot of experience. So, I'm not sure if it would be effective for newcomers to maybe do it on the roll. What would you guys? What was the first thing you heard? Well, you guys saw what getting out now. I think that's really I don't know how to get out of this. Yep. I was able to close my eyes.
I would say let's go to conversation that you guys can do. So who has jiu-jitsu experience? So let's partner up with somebody who hasn't done this before and just practice mountain skating. So alright. Let's see. Alright. So would you Matt, I'm gonna do your bigger too.
Okay. If I'm on top of you, you have the strength to do what you need. So when you don't want to do it,
Yeah, because you know, if you're flat on your body, the person behind you, you know, they're punching you and stuff. You don't want to be flat on your back. Flat on your back.
Right.
If you turn, and what we call shrimping it out, curling yourself. something in and pushing to make space. Pushing everybody. Yeah. Up.
I want to go this way.
Can I show you something quick?
Freaking junk.
Let's start with something really simple. Whether you're doing sport or you're doing supplements, right? They're similar but they're different. Supplements is way easier because there's very little moves. There aren't as many techniques. They're very simplistic. They have to be because when you're in need of something and something's going on, you don't want to be thinking of physics formula versus 1 plus 10. Right? So make everything 1 plus 10. And that's where things are going to be easier. When you learn how to simplify things, kind of like when you got. You guys learn how to simplify doing things. When someone taught you this in the very beginning and you were an apprentice, maybe it was a long, drawn-out step, right? But over the years that you've been working, you've learned not just to cut corners, it's not cutting corners. You're still doing it, but you're doing it more efficiently. And you found a way to do it, right? Okay, is there anything wrong with that? No. Does it still get you from point A to point B? Yes. Does it give you the same result is the question. Yes, then you're doing it right. No, then it's wrong. Jiu-jitsu is as simple as that. If it feels right, it is right, for the most part. Okay, in the beginning, you're gonna make mistakes. After you got things down, your gut tells you when things feel good, they feel right. When your gut feels a little off, it's wrong. If it doesn't work, it's wrong. If it works, it's right. Can you replicate it? That's the story. So I don't argue with people who are like, well, coach, I like to do this move this way. Okay, cool. Show me what you're doing. All right, I see what you're doing. Does it work for you? Yeah. How often does it work for you? A lot of times, coach, it works for that. Okay, you know what I mean? If it works for you, do it. It's right. Just because I don't agree with it, and because I don't do it, doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it different. Kind of like what your instructor taught you versus the way you do it. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just different. You both get to the same conclusion, right? Okay, so, long drawn out. But this is a way for you to think about it too. And just like you think about your job. How can I simplify this to make it very efficient for me? And I don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I still get the results that I need. Alright? Anything you do in life is that way. Okay? When we're dealing with self-defense, we're dealing with how many times am I going to get punched? Right? How many strikes am I willing to take? How many strikes do I want to take? How many times can I get hit? Right? I want to get hit very minimal. So, again, just like electricians, you guys are going to get shocked. It's not going to be if you get shocked, it's when you get shocked. Right? It's inevitable. It's going to happen. So when it happens to you, does it surprise you now, or is it just kind of like, oh, the second one, it's still hits you a little bit, but you don't freak out like you did the first time it happened, right? Okay, same thing with getting punched again. If I go into this expecting not to get hit, then when I get hit, my whole body is in shock. That's the last thing I want to do. If I go into this knowing I'm going to get hit, it's not a surprise to me when it happens, and I'm kind of prepared and I can roll with it and roll with it. Right? So I don't want to catch it in front of me. Right? So he's mounted on me. Everyone's got their own way of playing this. I play this different ways, but here's my main concept. I don't want to get hit. If I just sit here and I cover up like this and I think that this is going to protect me, it'll protect me for about 3 punches and then they're going to hit me. Because he's going to figure out where's the hole, where's the gap, how am I going to hit him, right? How am I going to, if I were you, I would just pin one arm and I would move it out the way, boom, and then I'd just start hitting. Because now what's the other, he's going to do this. Because he just doesn't want to get hit. Why? Because he's shot. Right? Okay, so my main concern is what does he need to hit me? His hands. Get his hands to the ground. Now, easy enough. I can bridge one way. He's a strong guy. He's not going to let me get my hips up off the ground. So the easiest thing I'm going to do is boom and grab. Now when he's here, my head is going to come here to his belly. I'm going to hug. I don't want to just hug and sit there. Because if I just hug and sit there like this, he can still flare up and start hitting me. Of course, I'm going to turn my head away to the opposite side that he raises his arm to. Because the arm he raises is the one he's going to use to hit me, the other one he's got close to, right? My concept is this. I need you to keep both hands on the ground. How am I going to do that? When I'm up here, I'm going to drive and walk with my feet. If he takes his arm away and tries to punch me, he can't. See how your arms are occupied now? I'm not going to stay there forever, but it gives me some time. Time is what I need. Yep. The less abuse I take, the better it is for me. The more abuse I take, life sucks. Right? Okay, so I'm going to hug, glue my head right here to his belly. Now as I get here, my feet plant, not your heels. Heels slide. Your balls of your feet. You're gonna lift your hips slightly. That helps keep him at this angle where he's leaning forward. If he takes his hands away, he's gonna fall. So he's gonna post. Every time he posts, he has to walk. Why? Because I'm just putting enough pressure on him that he has to keep his hands here. Now I know his hands are occupied. They're committed. They're committed to the ground. How they got punched. Now, biting and butts, all that other stuff, that's a different story. That's a different story. But here, this, I gotta stop this. How do I stop it? Get his hands to the stop. And then I'll show you where thinking about where's the thinking of the hands come into play. I know he's mounted on me. Alright? So let's try that. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. You're welcome. Oh my God. Drop goes crazy.
We're here without using your hands. You want to keep your hands, you want to stay here. And with your lower body, you can either bump me forward or you can lean me in. Move your head.
Knee him in the butt. Knee him in the butt. Now, bring your head. There. Now. Yes. Keep walking. Keep little short walks. Little steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. There you go. Baby steps. If I take a big step, then there's a big fall. Right?
Right to your chest. Go like this, and then it's.
Balls. Does that make sense now? Okay, now if you guys got that and you have the gist of it, person on top, pat him on the head. Every time you pat him on the head, it's the same as getting punched in the face. See how many pats you can get on the head, and then the person on bottom, take that number and take one less each time. That's all it is. It's 1% better every time. Take one less each time. If I sit there and go, well, I'm going to take 5 less, it's like trying to climb Everest in one day. You're not going to do it. That's why you do the stages. Right? So take this at your own pace. You're first really learning this for some of you. Others of you, maybe this is a little different concept. Right? Maybe it's similar to what you've been taught before, but something else added to it or something taken away. Again, not better, not worse, unless you can't make it work. Just different. Find the way that works for you the best. And that's what you do. Whether you get it from me, you get it from someone else, you learned it on YouTube, and someone explained how to do it. I don't suggest learning from YouTube. But what I say is, hey coach, I saw this move. Here's what they're doing, and it looks similar to what I'm doing. Here's the position I get into. I can see myself getting here. And it's not very hard. Okay, we'll explain it. Now we find the right and wrong way to do it. Again, same thing when you're teaching an apprentice or somebody how to be an electrician. Go ahead and try it. You think it works that way, let me know how it works out for you. Zip! Ah, did that hurt? Yep. That's why we don't do it that way. Sometimes people gotta learn, like my brother, he's gotta get hit in the head with a brick before he learns it. Alright? So again, keep track of how many times you're getting tapped on the head, then take one less the next time. Switch every 3 goes. Okay? So don't just continue, stop, restart. If you get in 5 hits, reset. Just make it simple. Don't go 10 and go, okay, keep going. We already proved the point. Get 5, reset, do it again. Resets and then flip flop. Okay? Ready? Hands up. 1, 2, 3. Go. See, and that's the thing, like, you have guys that know, and then guys that know. It's like, if you just throw them in the open bag, you guys are like, I don't know what to do. So, this is what I mean, like, you have to learn, where it's like, there's guys that have been doing this, and guys that have been doing this, now I'm gonna teach you something. Either way, you know. So you ask him, right? Ask him, like, can you show us what is that? I can't count while I'm trying to walk. It's hard to count there, right? That's your he's just tapping your head. He's not actually punching you. So what I need you to do is, instead of going blind rage and where I ask you, if I come to you and go, what did you do here? And you're like, oh no. It's because now you're just working on a bigger brain. What I want you to be able to do is in this controlled environment, I want you to be able to think and do at the same time and feel. And then understand why you got it. Now, your elbows are on the ground, you're not propped up, your head's on the ground, your elbows are as long as I'm not getting hit, that's cool. But if you're up and my head is down, that's where it's at. Okay? No shit. How's that working for you, fellas? It's a simple concept, right? See how every time you created that space, he's getting a shot in. Take it, then find your opening, right? Usually from here, the Gracie way is you climb the shoulders like the ladder, and then you pull yourself out, and then you hook, overhook, or underhook the arm, then you trap and roll, right? Okay, either way, you're taking away a danger the whole time. All I'm doing is when I'm making you commit your hands to the ground, this is before I can establish control, and I'm taking away a danger so I don't punch it while I'm trying to figure out where is he at, I don't know where I'm at, I don't know how to take control of this. Okay? There you go. Because those taps, let's be honest, how much power have you got behind you? Not much, right? Good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Here's the thing. That's right. That's the amount. Yeah. You haven't got to break it all. Big in the ass. You got to get right in the ass. There you go. There you go. Hit your head. Hit your head. Yeah. I can tell when you put that shoulder. I can feel it. That's what I feel. You're waiting on that arm. I don't have to out. You're doing it in your mouth so you make your muscles. Baby steps. Now, just walk like you would shoulder walk. If you walk, just little baby steps. Go. Keep going, keep going. Little quick. See how power you do it. But movement is hard. I got it. How's that feel? Tired yet? All right, guys, wait a minute. How did that work for you? That make sense? Okay, now, this is what I teach law enforcement for the guys that are in my school, all right? Where does it come important, and this is the same thing when you're out on the street. Where does it become important with hands over the head? If I'm the person that's mounted you, right? Ready? This is where you have to understand, there's no rules in fighting. Right? If the guy taps, then you're going to be in shock with you. Where do you train? And then you're going to become friends. Right? Because you're like, you train, I train. Oh, dude, come on to my gym. Right? And that's how it is with people, right? Okay, but the key is here, I get attacked by him, I end up in the mount position. Right? Does he have a weapon? I don't know. He knows. I have no idea. If I'm up here like this, what am I leaving free? Where's he going to keep his weapon typically? Waistband or where else? Pockets? Did I give him free range with his hands? Because even though I'm here, he can still reach around. He can grab inside his waistband. He can grab a weapon. I'm hugging his head. And you're like, okay. Or I got one arm, one head out here. Both my arms are occupied. He's got a free hand. His arm go over his head. What can he make you stab you or shoot you? Nothing. Can he grab his weapon down here? So here's how I like to do this. When I get in here, I get one. When I get my underhook, come over here, guys. This is how I keep control down as well. So I'm going to give you my little tips. Actually, right over here. This is where you want to see it. I'm a firm believer in alignment in mechanics. When you do a power move, deadlift, squat, everything's in alignment, correct? Your spine is straight, your hips are square with your shoulders, your head is straight, it's not looking off. Everything's in alignment. Feet aren't flared, they're going forward, correct? Everything's in alignment. This is where you're the most powerful. I don't squat like this. I don't deadlift like this. If you're lifting something heavy, if it's light, yeah, you'll bend over, you'll pick it up. But if it's heavy, what do? You square up. Anytime you twist the spine or turn the head, which is twisting the spine, or off-center it, you're weakening the body by X amount. I'm very firm believer in it. Okay? Only because when I use the moves, it proves to me that my theory is true. I go against stronger guys all the time. I'm 52. Right? I don't have the endurance and strength that some of these guys have. So I have to offset their strength with weight, position, and level. I have to tire them down so their strength level becomes my strength level. And now we're used to it. Now I can go. Does that make sense? Okay, so when I get mount here, I get an underhook one. When I get this, I cup the top of the head and I pull it over the shoulder. Now, hands are shaking this arm. It's not the same. Back down. Now when I have that, he's going to back in first. I can see he's got a weapon in us. I can switch off the next reason here. I do the same thing. He and Noki, it's the same concept. He can't use his arms. He can't push. I'm already riding higher on your chest, so your bridge. You know what you got? You gotta get your arms back down. So you notice, I use one hand quickly. Grab the arm. Don't be in a rush on this. Take it easy. I'm going to lay on his arms here. I want him to always be pushing me. Because now he thinks he's got to split on his arms. Even though he's strong, he can hold you up. This is wearing him down. He's not going to pull. Right? And I'm going to lay on him too. Now I find my underhook. Boom. Push. Pull. Here. Now I'll come to the other side here. I can just go here. I can hug or I can restrain his arm. But I use my chin too. I don't want him to straighten his arm. He straightens his arm out. Now, pull this on down. Or I just keep control. The name of the game is control. Because teaching my women's class, if space is created, whoever occupies that space is labor. You can control the space, you're the winner. If you can't control the space, then you're the city. Catch up the whole time. I don't want to be catch up. I want to be attacking and I want to stop. Because I waste less energy attacking all the time than I do defending. It takes more energy to defend. Get in this position where now I don't have to use a lot of strength to hold the arm. You're a strong guy. And I'm pulling. And you felt me pull one arm across. That weakens the other arm. Hands off kilter. If I want to kill it. Yes, no, jump in. Right now, it's going to be heavy on your arm. Boom. Now I get this. Okay, you might like to lose. See that? Okay, I'm just going to hold you with the arms. Go, get out. Mike, get out. See how clean the head off center works?
Oh man, yeah. Absolutely. But we'll be able to put back and pull their head
Underhook, I pull the head sometimes. So I'm kind of pushing the head as I'm getting the underhook. So now I want it to be like this. The whole time. What's it? Go. Put that on, yep. So get under the elbow. Now, now, the opposite side, side of that foot, right side, all the way across. Now, hold this around. Under that,
Bring your head up higher.
Squeeze tight. I don't want to fall like that. But the key is that I don't have to pause the light in order to control Right. As long as you're in here. And that's what they're going to yell. So then what you do is you hold the arms and you just sit up like this again. If you're talking, you're breathing. Now, go. This part, they're going to do it like that. Feel that? Now you have the hands for a so if you get off balance, don't lean to one side. Stay centered on it. There you go. Bring your knees up more and squeeze your knees. That's it right there. Come up higher. Higher. You want to bring your body up higher. Now you have this underhook. Here, now. Now, raise up your arm. Just drop your chest on the ground. Right there, let's just sit up. Now you take this head out. Yep, and slow. Don't get in the space and get your arm fast. You got it? So you got it. Get your arm. Just one more time. And you didn't do it. So what? Because now it's just a hook. It's like hanging on a bar.
But I mean, I don't think that was a move. That's all I can think about. That's the only way. I wouldn't know. I couldn't get out like this. So I would like
Now you've got hands, push, right? You've got a
So right now, I
Now, hold up. Now, there, like that. You feel that? Just right there. Don't let him pull that elbow up. So I like to keep it on this side over there. And then I just go. Because now he can bend it, but he can't pull it down. If I get above here, it's going to bend that elbow. Yes. Bring your knees up. All the way up. Bring them up. Let your chest come up too. There you go. Now squeeze your knees. There you go. And if you start using your head, take your right hand, put that on in, and then we go. There you go. You can always reinforce. Yeah. How's that work?
Let me feel you do.
So we're in this. Put out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my left arm and my arm up. And I'm gonna do this. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna start bending your arm out. So now you feel them on here. So now you got your bicep, your arm on here. And when you do that, now I reverse it here, I pull the head off, I return it here, come here and pull it. Or I can just come here, round the head, so I pull it here and pull it. Pull this back, and now it's going to look now look, this arm, I already have that brace against the elbow, now I just use my head to push it over. It's again, it shouldn't be hard. You need to make it simple. And when you get to black belt, all I think about is everything that Jeff and Rob are talking. How did I learn to do it a little differently that works for me? Because I'm not his lane, I don't have his flexibility, and Jeff's very flexible. I don't have the flexibility. So how can I do it my way that makes it work that's similar to his? Same thing with Vitor, same thing with Dave and Aaron Boggs, or not, Boggs down there at Grove City, and then you got EJ and Scoops from Aaron R. and Tyler and all those guys. Then I've got Deion Thompson up in Toledo, and I've got how does Julio, my instructor, who said how does he like to do this? You find all different ways, and then you pick little pieces and go, I can hybrid this and make this work with this and this and this. This is my way now. Just use your interpretation of law, not duplicate someone else's. All right, bring it in, guys. Okay, so like, as you were saying, like, today was kind of like the best day. We were talking on the phone the other day, and we both agreed that this might be the best way to teach your music. And the reason is because we have guys that are already trained. We got a lot of guys that don't train. So to throw you in at an open mat, you're gonna have guys that are gonna get a lot out of it, and then the other guys are gonna be like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to swim through me, I have no idea what's going on. And then you just feel lost, and then you don't want to come back. Because you're like, okay, well, they're just using me. Hammer House is March 7th, we have guys, because everybody started at the health system. That was the only school for us at the time. Grove City had a thing with Trey Hoffman, and that's when Dave was a white belt, all these guys. We all know each other. We all have been together for the longest time. Everybody's friends. It's a huge sport, but it's a real small community. Everybody knows everybody. So that's why you can't bullshit your way in. And the other thing too, Matt's stuff live. They tell me what the you come in, you're like, oh, the brown belt. I'm going to go against my blue belt and you get pulled up. But not because he's trying to be or turn it into a competition role. Because he's just doing sound technical things better than me. I'm going to listen to you. Well, you may be wrong, but it's not my opinion. That's not to knock on anyone else. That's not talking about but yeah, I didn't bring my belt, but I'm this level. Okay, let's roll. And then at least in my school. This way you guys are teaching things, showing you guys something. That was my decision to make just now. And it was because like you guys are doing this, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing this. And you guys that have been doing this are helping the guys that haven't been doing this. So I thought, well, instead of showing everyone a different thing, let's just show them all one thing. Now in the future going forward, once the new guys start getting some moves under the belt, the guys who've been rolling, the guys in my gym, everyone has control. All I do is everyone has control. So as long as you're not cross-facing, elbowing, eye gouging, punching, slapping someone, or Charlie doing some which a lot of my way belts do. Because I have to tell you were me the other night, dude, that's my skin. Yeah. Okay. If you want to play that way, We're here to train. We're here to be competitive, go hard, but we're not here to hurt one another. You guys gotta work the next day. This isn't your life. This is your life.
So it was all a act.
So, if it's a hobby that you really enjoy, that's fine. However much you want to put into it is how much you get out of it. Also, in my gym, the number one rule is this. You don't have to train with anybody you don't want to. You don't feel like rolling with somebody because you're like, last time I went with them, I got kind of roughed up. I ain't rolling with them. Take them around off. I'm not going to say this. You want to take them around off? Take them around off. That's fine with me. If you come over to me like, coach, the last two people, I don't want to say like bitch. I don't want to say no, but at the same time, like there was a guy when I first started in hustle school, there was a guy that come up and hit me. Well, I don't know the story. Because we put walls, we put holes in the drywall in the first place before we got the bigger place next door. Yeah. If you have, I can't remember his name now. He's a wrestler, he's a salad guy, he's about to baby blue down. Dude, 3 of those holes were from me because he put them through the wall and through the wall. So there's a wall, pad that's sitting on the wall. You didn't have board behind it, you just put it up right there against the judge. Went through the wall pad, didn't break it in half, just enough that we bowed it and broke the drywall behind it out.
What are you going to teach?
I got 3 holes, other guys got multiple holes. That whole room,
I don't know what that is.
there's holes in every wall.
I'm going to look at it.
But the thing was is that after a while, I'm like, dude, I don't feel like rolling with this guy. And like, this is my guy, you know, like, hey, Dan, let's roll. Like, nah, dude, I'm cool. I'm cool. Oh, no, man, I'm nursing an ankle. Like, did I do something good today? I'm just tired. And yeah, it's kind of my way of doing it. But some people are like, dude, I gotta work tomorrow.
Will
I
you
don't feel
allow
like
me?
I'm putting a wall with you dead. And sometimes my body hurts.
You tell me what it
Recovery
is.
is just as important as how much time you put in. Now, don't make the recovery time more than the time you put on the now. But
I'll try to.
find your center where it equals out.
I won't be able to teach
You're
you what
never,
you teach me.
you start doing jiu-jitsu, it's kind of like your work. You guys do it. You never feel
I like to
100%.
take your basic
You
concept.
start doing jiu-jitsu, you're never 100%. 100% is now 70%. That's what you feel every day.
And then of course,
Right? But you learn to live through it, and you learn that's who you're going.
food and
You
talk
just go
about
through
it,
it.
but
Now,
I want
it's really hurting one day, you take time off, man. If it's an open mat and you come here like, dude, I just had a hard inmate Wednesday. I don't really feel like getting roughed up today. Like these guys are coming at me harder, I'm learning more stuff, so I'm going hard too. That's another thing. If another guy's going hard at you, you need to look at yourself and go, am I going hard?
I'm still getting myself back into
A
the
lot of
swing of
guys that are
things.
established, they follow on the belt, they're going hard at you because you're going hard at them. Now, not every school's that way. Some schools, every role competition role. No matter what you're going at, no matter what belt you're level at, or whatever you're going at. In that school, every role is a competition role. Like defensively, too, you get to play on that.
Do you do a
You
series?
don't have to submit to win.
Okay.
If you get submitted,
Yeah.
is it going to change your life? No. It's not an Olympic medal you're going after, and you're damn sure not going to win. Tap early, tap often. Keep yourself safe. You need your hands, you need your arms, you need your shoulders, you need your legs. You need all that to work. If that gets hurt, I don't know how much you real time you got
I'm
to
gonna make it a plan to
when
be
the
here.
day off of work is 0, guess what?
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu
I'll make
can
it
take a
plan.
back seat. I got to
And
right?
then we'll go from there.
So, a perfect
Yeah, I really
pathway
look forward to this. I wanna,
If you want to get serious, join us.
you know, I wanna compete. This
Once you go to school, then work with your instructor and tell them what your goals are. Goals are to compete. I'm going to push you.
I gotta feel this.
If you don't want to get pushed, then I'll lay off of you. But just understand, you're not going to progress as quickly as others that compete. Those that compete will progress a lot faster. They will get better way faster.
Oh yeah.
It's like a kid playing college ball and me coming off the bench and going, I play pick up ball. I'm not serious now. that you can't do. So, like, generalize your expectations, right? Don't think you're up here with the world. Other than that,
They couldn't figure out why.
and a win for the day could be this. And this is what I tell all my guys. Every open mat you should have a goal. This is especially for the guys that are what's my goal for today? Other than don't get attacked. Or I've got to win. What's my goal for today? Well, guess what? I've been working this guard pass. If I can hit this guard pass 3 times on every person that I go against, that's my win. I don't care if I get the guard pass and then he submits me afterwards. Doesn't matter. I won that match. Because that's my win condition. So you have to set a goal. If you don't, then when, no matter what you learn, how many of you go into open mat or into rolling class and everyone's like, yeah. And now it's like, raw, and all you're doing is just rolling. Now you're just rolling the taps. Taps don't necessarily make you better. You still don't have a goal. What am I trying to get? And it's not just a submission. I'll automatically, I'll be like this, stand up. Ready, go.
That's what's going on. But I'm gonna, you know, still continue to do this. I'm just gonna back away from competing. All jacked up, man. I'm tired of waking up sore. 58, 59.
A lot of resistance for me. If you've been using a lot of strength, my goal here, I just don't want to pass my guard. I don't want him to get side body.
Grandkids.
I don't care if you broke my leg and you got around. As long as I recovered, I'm just we never established position. That's all I want. It's not whether or not I can over muscle. I can over muscle. Yeah, he's stronger than I am. I know. You guys see this. I know. My wife will see it.
I saw you at the Arnold.
It's alright. It's alright. But does that make sense to you guys?
He sees to get my hand
You have
right.
to have a goal.
So the rest of the
That's
cases,
how I get better.
you know,
Take that. These are all the mistakes that I learned from. All my
so then we're wrestling around, and then he's got his little
at
sister.
this gym now,
You
51
know,
on
she's the ref, so you know she's like,
You're gonna make mistakes.
oh, yeah, it's hilarious. So
There are some mistakes.
so I got to be healthy enough to do that.
So my goal is
All right, brother, I'm gonna shower
you're
up.
better than me at the same level. So as a white belt, you're a better white belt than I am. As a blue belt, you're a better blue belt than I am. That's my goal as a coach. I still compete, but my goal as a coach is to make my students better than I am. If you want to be kids, you go out kids, right? You guys are now on. Any questions you guys got? Did you have fun? Okay, so take this position now. Person on top. Got the head. You're not going to face. Got the head. Nice. Bottom person. Find a way to get. That's a whole nother class. But for right now, I want to see what you're going to do naturally. What do you want to do? For those of you that have passing condition lessons, how can you make this escape work? And if this escape doesn't work, what other escapes do you know that you can piggyback on? You got to be able to flow from one to another to another to another back to the first one again. You can know 2 escapes, you can know 10 escapes. I don't care how many you know. How many? Well, it's all that. Question? Did that help you guys today? Alright, I gotta go do my taxes and my business. But thank you guys for coming today. I hope you enjoy yourself. I do that. guys want to come in, it's open now. You're always welcome. I have an open door policy. Open that, open back. That's a good one. Making sure we got it. Great job. What'd you think? Good job. Thanks, guys. Welcome. You want to get a picture? Okay. Let's get a picture real quick. Just all stand up and look. That work for you? You're welcome. Let's get in a little closer. Come on, you guys love each other. You're doing jiu-jitsu, man. You're gonna be hugging each other and all that stuff. Guys, let's go. If you take off your sandals, you can walk on the mat. Awesome, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Nice meeting you as well.
Maybe I got one.
I got 5 a.m. classes, 7 a.m. classes. I got that's on Tuesday, Thursday. I got evening classes throughout the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.